Survival tonight after a horrific crash on I-83 last month. On March 23rd, a tractor-trailer rear-ended a Subaru near the 13th Street exit. The crash left the car literally sandwiched in between that truck and another big rig. But the driver of the car survived with only minor injuries, and tonight he talked about the experience with our Chris Schaefer. He's live along 83 where the crash happened. Chris?
Tom, I was out here that afternoon, and I think everyone who's seen that video has the same reaction I did. Utter shock that anyone could have survived. But Alan Pyrus did just that, and today we came along with him for a very special reunion.
Surveying what's left of his Subaru.
That was the most ungodly crash and noise I've ever heard in my life.
Alan Pyrus remembers what he thought that day when he looked into his rearview mirror.
It was pretty clear that I wasn't going to be able to stop. He was coming at me at a good clip.
A tractor-trailer slammed into Alan's car from behind, driving it into another big rig.
The way things were crumpled around, I was pretty much pinned.
But amazingly, Alan only had minor injuries. Among the first rescuers on the scene, Saul Alertis. They hadn't seen each other since the crash until now.
So I want to say thank you. I appreciate it.
Absolutely.
It was, you guys did a great job, you know.
Saul knew the crash involved a car and a tractor-trailer before he arrived.
When we rolled up and saw only the tractor-trailers, we kind of looked over and, my gosh, is there a car in there somewhere?
Alertis quickly found out that Alan Pyrus could talk to him. Fire crews still had to cut him out of the car.
It's just amazing that he's standing here, but just because of the damage, that he's just a lucky man.
Lucky and well aware that if anything had happened differently that day, he could have been killed.
So I definitely feel lucky. I feel like there's obviously a purpose that I'm here. I'm not sure what it is, but I'm not going to be lax trying to find out what that is.
This is the third time Alan has visited the junkyard to see his car. The first time, an employee came out to meet him.
He wanted to shake the hand of the luckiest man alive.
Pyrus is married. He lives in York. He's hoping his story will convince other drivers to slow down, pay a little more attention on the roads. He himself only started driving again about a week ago, and so far, Tom, he has stayed away from this section of I-83 in Harrisburg.
Yeah, when you see the 22-322 wreck today, that car caught fire. It's amazing that his car didn't catch fire in his wreck, and then he lived to tell about it.
He says the truck driver from the truck that was in front of him came and pulled some of the cables away that may have prevented some of the fire from happening. He walked away from that crash with only minor cuts and bruises. He was home in time to watch our reports about his crash, Tom.
Unbelievable, Chris. Thank you, Chris Schaefer on I-83 tonight. And now that the primaries are over,